Welcome to the third ever episode of Chuckle Knuckles. I am talking in this exact voice because I don't have a lot of energy, and I need to do something to get myself ready to be on the air. Oh, I feel like, I forgot to stop the music, didn't I? I can't hear it, so I don't know what the issue is. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, I've paused it now. I don't know what we'll do at the start of the next song. It'll just come in a couple seconds in to an Arctic Monkeys song. Is it stopped now? Because I couldn't hear it.
It's stopped, yeah.
Okay, cool. Why can't I hear it? What's wrong with my cans? My cans, as we call them in the industry. You don't know? Okay, that's fine.
I don't really have a clue.
The voice that you're hearing is Jordan Summerfield.
Hello.
Jordan, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What do you think of my complete lack of technical ability?
I think it's disgraceful.
I appreciate it. I could have easily stopped that last song, but I didn't. How's your week been, Jordan?
Yeah, it's been fine. No, I thought you just knew it was playing. It was just like some kind of intro music or a kind of underlying track.
It 1000% wasn't. It didn't come through in my headphones. Was it coming through in yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't really hear my own voice. I just hear my own voice regular. So I guess these headphones aren't working. I'm just going to take them off. This is really good radio. So is this the first experience you've had with Chuckle Knuckles, or have you listened to it?
I've listened to it on the Mixcloud, but
I'm glad. I think I'm going to ask every person that and then quiz them because I want to know who's your favorite. I'm sorry, I almost said something ridiculous. Who's your favorite person who I've had on the show, Ben?
I like the guy who was on last week. I can't remember much about him. It was quite a while ago, but
was it the Pope?
No, it was the other one.
Yeah, that's something that's very odd. Is that I had the Pope on my show.
You didn't have the real Pope on your show.
No, I had the Pope. I think he's an Avignon papacy, but I had the Pope.
Oh yeah, Uncle Kevin. I remember now.
I don't. No, he was not a guest on the show. He is not. I would like it if he just did not come up. I fired one of the people who works for the show because of Uncle Kevin.
Well, he is my actual uncle. So
okay, well then I guess you would have a personal vested interest in his radio appearances. But wait, so does that mean you're part of the Borscht legacy?
Yeah.
I really do not want to talk about Uncle Kevin. I don't think he's the type of boy who I should bring up in this studio space. So Jordan, how's your term been? Outside of your family, outside of your uncles.
It's been uneventful, I think. Well, not uneventful, but it's been like not really much has happened so far. We're only 3 weeks in, so. Yeah,
mine's about the same. I've gone through a wash of emotions. That's been fun for me. I don't think there's any reason. I think I'm becoming a woman. I've finally reached the age where I'm blossoming into the woman that I was born to be.
Well, congratulations.
Maybe I probably shouldn't have said that. That's probably some of those things that I need to reconsider. Welcome back to Chuckle Knuckles, where Ben Collins realizes things about himself as a person. So Jordan, you do acting.
I do acting.
That is the correct way to phrase that question, right? Hey, you do that acting, don't you?
I do some of that acting, yeah.
Yeah. What's been your favorite role that you've ever played?
I've played quite a few lawyers, actually. They're not my favourite roles, but I've noticed that I've played quite a few lawyers in plays. I played one in the last play I was in, which is Parade, and it was really incompetent. And I played one in a radio sitcom about a year ago that was also very incompetent.
Right.
So I'm beginning to wondering if I'm starting to get like typecast.
Yeah, if people say, you know what he seems like, lawyer. You know that guy seems like a real lawyer, and then somebody else says, yeah, but I don't know if he'd be a good one.
He seems like he could practice law, but really badly.
He seems like he'd be the lawyer in the practice you wouldn't want. He's the guy who's like walks in, spills his coffee, then dips his tie in someone else's coffee.
So if you need that, then I'm your man.
Yeah. You should just actually study law and then be that lawyer in a law office while also acting on the side, because then you would just constantly be researching for your role.
Well, I see the courtroom as my stage.
Oh, that's true. Oh, good point. Good point. My favorite role I've ever played was all of the authority figures I always got cast as, because I have a deep voice and broad shoulders. So everybody was like, who should he be? Should he be the person people can be in love with? No, he's a dad. That's who he is.
I did also play an authority figure in my last, a police officer. I don't know how much authority that is, but like...
That's a reasonable amount of authority.
Yeah.
You can... depending on the country, you can just straight up kill people.
It was America, so...
then yeah,
probably,
you had a lot of authority. You were judge, jury, and executioner.
Absolutely,
You were basically Judge Dredd. You were Sylvester Stallone.
I mean, eventually I and a few of the other townspeople did become the last part.
Oh.
Executioner.
Oh, good. That's good.
That's fun.
That's a fun play.
Fun radio.
Fun play. Fun radio, fun play. I've been thrown off by the fact that I don't have a lot of energy, and then I made a mistake with the music. I've made a mistake every episode. I think the first episode that I'll consider a good one is one where I don't have a big technical snafu. Jordan, I'm gonna have to get to my next guest here. The new publicity agent, Bob. He's the guy who booked him, and he's here to tell us about a service that he provides. That's really all that I know. And apparently it's kind of fitting for this time of year.
All right,
please come in, Jamie Yates. Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
So I'm just told that you run a type of service. I don't really know anything about it.
Yeah, so I own a dating business.
Oh, a dating business.
Yeah.
Oh, those are really popular. Is it like a website?
Yeah, so you sign up on a website and
Okay.
happens in
So
person.
is it just like you take some quizzes and you find out what?
Yeah. So we do like the usual like matchmaking stuff. And we'll
Okay,
give you a
that's
match.
nice. That's really nice.
My website is capturedlove.com.
Capturedlove.com. So it's like when you talk to the person, you're like capturing their heart, their affection.
Not really. So what we do is so we match you with someone, and we will randomly assign one of you to be the capturer.
Okay.
And one of you to be the
So there's is it like LARPing, I guess? Is that what you would say?
No, really. So what we do is the capturer will do an actual kidnapping of the other person, and then just keep them for however long it takes for them to develop Stockholm syndrome, so they fall in love.
Okay, Jamie. I'm not sure.
Capturedlove.com for any interested.
Oh, okay, I would appreciate it if you did not plug your.
But that's what I'm here to do.
Okay,
That's
yes,
what Bob
no, but I thought we were here to
said.
discuss it the same way that like somebody would come on and be like, yeah, we're teaching people to make butter across the nation. I thought that was what we were doing.
Teaching people how to capture love.
Well, okay, that was my next question. Well, my first question is this not illegal? Because that sounds, I'm not familiar
you
with.
sign up in the first place.
Okay, so you consent then in the beginning. You say, "Oh, I want the chance of having a captive or being a captive."
But yeah, so you sign up and say, "I'm okay with either having to kidnap someone who is okay with that, or either being kidnapped by someone who's okay with kidnapping me." But if then afterwards I change my mind, then it's kind of too late.
Okay, but what? Okay, what's part of this is your service? Like, what are you doing?
I match you together.
Okay, so you just have a website like Match.com, like OkCupid.
Yeah,
but
I have 100% success rate.
Okay, but you don't do the capturing, so it's not like that's not a service that you provide. You're just having people sign up for a website and also saying you capture.
Yeah, but if you match with someone on Match.com, for example, all the websites are available. Specifically, capturedlove.com is one you should go to. If you were to then just go and kidnap the person you match with, that's not okay. They didn't agree to be kidnapped.
Yes. Okay, I agree. You should. I mean, I don't think you should kidnap anyone. I don't agree with your website.
They have agreed to it?
No, I don't think so. I think like if that's the consenting like role play fan, that's fine.
No, that's
I don't
not what it is.
Get. No, that's not what it is.
No,
it's not what it is.
Role play's not. It's not part of role
No, you
play.
are actually giving people a mental issue here. Jordan, would you use this website?
I already have.
What? Okay. And what? Do you have someone then in your life who you...
No, I just looked at it for research.
Okay. I'm glad that you didn't go through with it. Did you just not get any matches, or what was the deal?
No, of course I got matches. I mean, I just looked at it for research. Got like 50 matches.
Oh, wow. And did any of them say, like, hey, I'd love to capture you?
Oh, yeah, tons, but I had to turn them all down because...
because you didn't want to get kidnapped or kidnap someone?
That sounds like a good excuse. Yeah, sure.
What? Okay. See, I have issue with this site. I don't think this is a web. I don't think this is a website that should exist.
Do you not enjoy love? I don't want to capture love.
I love love. I don't think I would. If you love something, you set it free. That's the way the old
you
expression
capture
goes.
it and you hold it forever as yours.
I mean,
and it
that's-
will love you back.
That's wildly untrue, I think, of anyone who's ever been in love. Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Jamie, did you meet your spouse through this, or your
No.
partner?
So I got my idea for this website through my wife, the way I met my wife.
So did you kidnap her?
No, she kidnapped me.
She kidnapped you. Okay, I'm going to try and walk you through this. You don't love your wife.
No, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You really
She's
don't,
the greatest woman I've ever met.
Jamie, you only think that because you got kidnapped and your wife should be arrested
No.
and in jail.
I love my wife.
No.
We are happily married with many kids.
I'm going to have to talk to Bob because I feel like he willingly booked someone who was darker than I like to talk to. Jamie, I'm going to try and get you some help. I don't know. I'll try and talk you through this for the rest of the
I'm
episode.
perfectly
but
happy in my life.
But you're not. It's not a natural thing of you being happy isn't natural. It's just
I'm very happy.
You're really... Oh my god, you're really
And
not...
if it's not natural happiness, who cares? Everyone's happy.
No, I don't think that's fair. Like, okay, I have not signed up for a dating service. I have not signed up for any of them. If I did, I would be interested in them being like, oh, here's a person you have this in common with. And then that would be it. That would be what they did for me.
But what if you had a dating site where you got to find someone who you were very much
I'm
in
open
common with, and you knew you two were going to be in love?
See, I feel like you could do different things. You could do different scenarios. You could do like, oh, the two of you get involved in an international incident. It looks like one of you murdered someone and the other one gets handcuffed to them and the two of you have to cross country. Like, you could do something more fun for them, I guess. I mean,
that's not fun.
I think that's much more fun.
Well, thinking you've murdered someone.
Well, you wouldn't actually think you murdered. You would get framed for it until at the end, like at your wedding, that guy is there. Like, wouldn't that be, like, as a big surprise? It's like, hey, what's up? I'm the head of the UN that you thought you killed. Big surprise. Guys, I'm fine. I'm officiating the wedding.
Traumatized.
That would traumatize you.
Yeah.
But being okay. Okay, I have to get to my next guest.
I've about to been on the run for a long time.
Okay, well, let's agree to disagree on that bit. We might come back to
I think you should really
how
try
you need to help yourself.
CapturedLove.com.
I will not try CapturedLove.com.
It's a great website. It has all 5-star reviews.
Under no circumstance. Well, that's probably because those people
I
it
gave it a 3-star review, actually. That's a lie.
Did you say that's a lie?
It's got all 5-star reviews. I gave it 3-star.
Well, because it's an average, and it's 99,000.
Oh my god, that's a lot of people. That's way more people than I would
For one
assume
3-star
met
review.
their wife or husband through capture.
Through CapturedLove.com, not just through capture.
Okay, but the capture...
makes it sound wrong.
The website, you have to agree with me here. The website is not what's different between them and any other person.
What? Yeah, it is.
No, they could go on Match.com and then capture someone.
No, because they don't know that the person being kidnapped is okay
Jamie,
with it.
Jamie, we're going to be done for a little bit. I need a break from you, but I do think, I don't know, I'm interested to see what my next guest, because I only have a short description of who he is. I think maybe he might enjoy your website. Maybe he might be even more opposed to it than I am. So all I know about this guy is his name is Stinky Kinky, and he's the horniest boy in town.
Oh, he sounds perfect for my website.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stinky Kinky, the horniest boy in town.
Hi.
How may I be of service?
Well, you came on the show. We got you on the show. I don't... Do you want to just talk about being the horniest boy in town?
I want to talk about my new book.
Okay. Oh, you got a book. What's
Written
the book?
by me, Stinky Kinky, the horniest boy in town.
Okay. Have you done research to ensure that you're the horniest boy in town?
Yes?
Okay. And what does that entail? Is that a... Do you interview people? Do you go around?
Well,
and do a survey?
I went to the town, and I wandered around for a bit, and I saw that there was no one quite as horny as me.
Okay, so it was just like you just saw it. You just didn't...
I see someone
just
walking
looked
past, and I just want them.
Oh, anybody?
Yeah.
You just can you just look in someone's eye and say they're not as horny as me?
I'm super horny.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna go around us All three of the
Okay.
other people. So, and you're going to tell us if you're hornier than they are.
Okay.
So, Jamie.
I'm a little bit hornier than Jamie.
Okay, only a little bit. So that's
Me and my wife get to love each other very much.
okay. But you really don't. We'll address that. Jordan.
I don't think he's that horny at all. He didn't even go through with capturing a lover.
That's
And-
true, yeah.
And finally, me.
I think you're deceptively horny. I think you're a little horny snake in the grass.
I've been told that before.
I'd like you to be a horny snake in my ass.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that during the song break. I don't know how I feel about people hitting on me on air.
Well, can I at least talk about my book?
Yeah, of course.
My
Let's
new
talk about
book,
the
it's called Bring Some Kink to Your Stink in the Big City.
Oh, okay. What city is this?
The big one.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
It can be any city.
So what is the general... Is it tips? Is it a
Okay,
tip book?
so I have this theory that how horny you are is determined by how stinky everything around you is. And sometimes you want your stinky to get kinky.
Okay, and that's where what comes in. Like what... So what do you suggest to people?
So take candles, okay?
Okay, candles.
Candles. You got candles that smell like aloe vera and wax,
Right.
okay?
Of course.
And sometimes you think, what would make this even kinkier? Because it's a pretty horny situation.
Right. I mean, all candles.
Pretty horny.
Pretty horny.
So
I see a candle. I see a candle, and I'm like a construction worker in a cartoon from the 20s.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like my hat flies up.
Your
I don't
head's
even- I don't
flying
even-
round, your head's spinning round, and
I
you've
don't
got
even
a
have
big
hat, and it
erection.
just goes up. Yeah, and I've just a massive erection.
Yeah. So, what I would say is that, so you got this candle that smells like nice things like flowers,
Right.
and I just think that maybe make that smell like onions instead.
Okay. So you say that people like get their horniest when they cry.
I'm just saying that crying is a very horny act sometimes.
Okay. What
in
are some
consensual
other,
situations.
So do you think have you like cornered the market on negative smell candles?
Oh, negative. Negative.
I'm sorry.
Negative
I'm
smell.
trying to-
Do you get this guy?
I'm trying
Get
to-
this guy?
Don't try and turn the other guests against me. That's not going to happen.
You think onions are negative? What do you think
I
built
think-
soup?
He just thinks everything is negative. He doesn't appreciate capturedlove.com.
Okay,
He doesn't
okay. You know what?
appreciate onions.
Okay, we're going to hash this out right now. So, Stinky Kinky, you're the horniest boy in town.
I am.
That's an unproven fact. I don't know. I think I might know a couple of... I'm not going to pursue that thought. What do you think of capturedlove.com?
I think that the capturing time, you gotta wait for Stockholm Syndrome, and you can't indulge in all your horny delights for a very long time. And
Right,
for it
so-
to be okay.
Okay, so you think it's okay, or you...
I don't think
you
it's
don't
okay.
think it's okay. Okay, me and you,
I
we're
think-
on, okay,
I
we're
think
on the
that
same side on
Stinky
this.
Kinky, you're registered on capturedlove.com.
Whoa, are you Stinky Kinky?
I did it in research for my book.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
is there a
That's where I know
chapter?
you're from. Oh.
Because
How did you two match?
We did, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I was researching for a chapter in my book called How to Take Your Stink and Your Kink and Stick It Down Your Sink. And
Right.
I saw this website and I thought I'd go on it and I'd see where it's at. And then I realized that Stockholm Syndrome takes like 6 months.
Okay, so
And that is
that's-
too long
so
to go without horny times.
That's your issue, is just the time period.
The time scale.
Okay, I would
But you
really
can
like...
still go out and like meet other people in the meantime.
No, I'm not in. I'm very monogamous.
That's very nice. So do you believe in love, Stinky Kinky?
I do believe in love.
So are you looking for love?
Just because I'm the horniest boy in town doesn't mean that I don't want love.
You'd like that horniness to go to one person.
I'd like one day to maybe meet a nice lady.
Okay, and just give all your horniness to her.
Well, yeah, but it'll take some kind of special lady to take all its horny,
But Stinky
That's
Kinky,
true.
What if you,
We would need the horniest girl in town
Stinky
and
Kinky,
that's
what-
my quest.
to find the horniest girl
The
in town.
horniest girl in town.
Guys, what do you think? I'm thinking the four of us go on a road trip to find the horniest girl in town.
And then
No,
Consensually.
we're not doing that. Jamie, I like you,
Guys, just
buddy.
hear me out.
Jamie, I like you. Okay,
It's
fine.
100%
I'll hear you out.
success rate.
I'll hear you out. I will not
100%
interrupt
success
you.
rate. You can't argue with that.
Okay, but you can't argue. Okay, I'm not supposed to interrupt.
No, but you can't argue with the 100% success rate, right? Right? Agree with me there?
I can morally argue with it. I can't statistically argue with it. No.
Okay, so we're on the same track. So imagine you found the kinkiest girl
Yes.
in the world,
Yes, one day.
and she consensually agreed, you can kidnap me, so that I develop.
No,
something
no,
to be
no.
No.
If two horny
Stinky,
spirits,
yeah. You
if two,
think they're not gonna...
two horny spirits come together and they want to do nothing but horn.
They want to just horn it up.
They
Yeah,
want to
and
get
that's what
their
she wants
kink
to do.
in their
They're
thing.
just
But
a
she
couple-
wants to make
look,
sure
Look,
she's
if they're
in love with you.
if they're a couple of
By that.
rhinos, and I'm not talking Republican in name only. If they're a couple of rhinos and they want to just horn it up,
Exactly.
I think. Well, okay, but hear me out. What if she's hornier than you?
Oh.
I'm not a sexist.
I'm not saying
I don't
that-
think
I'm not saying that
inherently
from
that
point.
women are
I'm
less
just- no,
horny.
I'm saying, what if you? What if
I'd
you?
still be the horniest boy in town.
No,
she couldn't do any better in town.
Stinky Kinky, I have a question.
Okay, I will get back to mine, but
What would happen if you met the horniest boy in another town?
I was going to ask this question. I think we're on the same.
I don't know, because currently I'm looking for the horniest girl in town, but I don't see if we're both horny enough, then I guess we could hit it off. Although, to be honest, I think I'd probably start a horny turf war.
Oh no, but what I was thinking was, so you're the horniest boy in this town.
Yeah.
If you meet the horniest boy in the next town, who becomes the horniest boy in the town?
who
I'd
becomes the
probab-
horniest boy in the county?
Yeah.
How do you decide that?
Well, that's a good question. I've killed competitors before.
Oh, God! Why do I have two criminals on the show?
Stinky Kink, I'm not.
Hey, I
criminal.
never said I was a criminal.
You know,
We are
you
not
just
criminals.
admitted to murder.
If we were a criminal,
It's not a
we'd be in
murder
jail.
if it's in a fight.
No, that it very much is.
No, because if we
that's
both
manslaughter.
started at the same time, then
no, it's murder.
no, it's not.
Can we all agree? Also, manslaughter sounds way worse than murder. I know that's a non sequitur, but
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, sometimes people just want to slaughter a man.
well, but manslaughter like slaughter. That
Yeah.
sounds
like you had more malicious.
I mean, it's
intent
got
than that.
laughter in it. Ha!
Yep, yeah,
He's
it
got
does.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's true.
on Stinky Kinky's side.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so with CapturedLove.com,
Yep.
I think you know very well that it's not on the up and up.
What?
I mean, you've been defending it since the second you brought it up.
Yeah.
The tone in your voice was...
You are literally the first person that has disagreed with me about this website.
I refuse to believe that. I cannot believe... Jordan, you did not go through with it. I mean, what was your reason?
Well, no, I just
for
did it
not-
for research for my book.
Oh, you wrote a book.
Yeah,
What's it called?
the top 100 worst places on the internet
Oh,
to find love.
Oh, okay.
My website's not going to be on there.
Jordan, is it?
It didn't make the shortlist, no.
Okay, I disagree with you. I feel like it should be number one.
I feel like
It's number one in the gun.
Jamie
Somehow
Yates
there is
wins
worse.
this one, Ben.
Jamie, you do not get to decide who wins until
Sounds like
this is over.
Sounds like Jordan decided because I'm not on his list and he makes the list.
Stinky Kinky. Who do you think won?
Well, I think I actually read the list because I went. That's the. Can you repeat the name of that list?
The 100 worst places on the internet to
Yeah,
find love.
because I saw that one of them was quite stinky. One of them was a place where you sell sewage to rub all over your bodies, and I thought that sounded perfect for my book. So I went on there, and that ranked far higher than
So-
CapturedLove.com.
So if you watch like Dirty Jobs, like the Bear Grylls show,
Yeah.
do you just is that real? Is it hard for you to make it through an episode?
I mean, I'm always horny.
You're always horny, but doesn't that rile you up?
I mean, not much more than like the postman putting a package through the little hole in the door.
Oh, that gets you randy, does it?
I mean, that gets me, Randy. I mean, I'm very horny. I mean, I see water going down a grate in the ground, and I'm like,
And you're
that could
ready
be
to go.
something else going down a grate in the ground,
Ooh.
and it could be a grate that's not on the ground, that's on me
Oh, it
or
does.
someone else.
Or someone else.
I like watching as much as I like taking.
That's good to know. I appreciate that about you,
You're a
Stinky.
giver.
Thank you.
That's good.
I'm a giver. I'm a taker. I'm just a very randy, horny individual.
Are you a smoker? Are you a poker? Are you a midnight toker?
No, I don't put anything into my body that isn't organic.
Oh, okay. That's
Which you mean someone's organ, right?
Not just that.
He would also put like vegetables in.
Yeah, like a carrot.
Yeah.
Or a sweet potato. I once tried a Swede, but it was too girthy.
Stinky Kinky, what is your favourite organ?
I like the jazz organ.
Is it the one in Westminster Abbey?
I made the same joke.
Yeah, you made the same joke, but
organ.
I was already starting. I didn't want it to be lost to the listener.
The famous jazz organ in Westminster Abbey.
That I also made that joke.
Well, I say my favorite organ in the human body is the heart.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh.
Because that's where all the hornies kept.
Mine, I think, is the lungs, because that's when somebody takes your breath away. That's where that happens.
That's
you know
sweet.
You
That's sweet.
If you sign up on Capture.
You stop plugging. I've told you not to plug it.
I love to plug.
Do you like certain types of plugs?
Yes.
And you know where you can find someone else who loves those plugs? CapturedLove.com.
Okay, I'm not in a good mood.
I have to say there's something else that makes me horny.
Okay, what's that?
Plugs.
Plugs? So, like, when Jordan talked about his book, was that like... That
I sometimes take 2 of the prongs off, and then just put 1 in. Or if it's American plug, then I do something else.
I followed your line of reasoning. I don't remember what American plugs look like. I've been here long enough. That's
they're just not quite as sexy.
Don't they just have 2?
Yeah.
2 things.
Some have 3 though. I forgot.
No, they do. Some of them have 3.
I've forgotten the sound of my mother's voice, even though we Skype, and what American plugs look like.
I also like the fact that British plugs, which is one very good thing about this country, I will say, is that when the plugs land on the floor and they land face up, you stand on them, and that's pretty kinky.
Yeah, I would say it is. So I think we're going to go to an early break, earlier than I'd planned, so that I can finish this song. Because it's hanging over me, and I'm very ashamed of what happened. But before we go, I just want to say, say you had a 100% success rate.
Yeah.
Has anybody who met through your site ever been divorced?
No.
Never.
Well, some had like before, but none since.
Okay. Well, that's. I mean, I guess that's impressive. Maybe I need to rethink it. I do, however, need to go to the bathroom. I think it'll take about 10 minutes. Jordan, would you mind you doing the host duties?
Well, I can try.
Okay, thanks. Because I gotta pee like a racehorse.
Okay.
So
while you're on the tour, because it doesn't take long, you could sign up to CapturedLove.com.
Look, I'll give it a look, and when I come back, probably a little bit after this next song, and then maybe another one, I will tell you what I think about CapturedLove.com. Okay. I will give it a look. But right now, we're going to listen to the last majority of When the Sun Goes Down by the Arctic Monkeys.
Just give him half a chance, I bet he'll rob you if he can see it in his eyes, yeah, that he's got a driving ban amongst some other offences. And I've seen him with girls of the night, and he told Roxanne to put on her red light. They're all infected, but he'll be alright, 'cause he's a scumbag, don't you know? I said he's a scumbag, don't you know? When the sun goes half a chance, I bet he'll rob you if he can. And see it in his eyes, yeah, that he's got a nasty plan. I hope you're not involved.
Hello. I think we're back. Does anybody with headphones in the studio could confirm that?
Yes, we're back.
Yeah.
We're back? Okay, I actually waited to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go right now.
Come in. Hello.
Ah, hello, yes. What's going on?
We're trying to do a radio show here. We're doing a kind of interview kind of thing.
We're doing a radio broadcast? Are we not worried that the Germans might intercept it?
What's the hat for, buddy?
Oh, well, you see, when you are cruising the skies up far above, when you are fighting in Her Majesty's service, or His Majesty's service, depending on, who you ask, it's important that you have your hair contained, because you always need your hair to look prim and proper in case you might get kidnapped, captured, or by the Germans, or by a consenting partner on a website that you might have signed up for. It's important that your hair is looking good. In the case of something happening like that, when you are flying, dear boy, your hair might get messed about.
I keep myself shaved like a baby for that very reason.
Yes. Well, when I walked into the room, I thought, here's two reasonable-looking fellows, and then there's just this gentleman over here, and I thought, what is he all about?
Well, I think under normal circumstances we'd probably kick him out, but since the host is gone and I'm very weak, I can't actually do it.
Yes, well, I do keep to a very pristine physical regimen.
What is your name exactly?
My name is Dickey Kensington. Dickey Kensington.
Yes, okay, Dickey. Dickey.
The second.
The second, right?
Dickey Kensington the second. My father, Richard Kensington. He was a bit less casual than me, if you understand. He fought in fake planes in World War Zero. It was quite a sham.
World War Zero?
Yeah, World War Zero. It's a term used by many historians to detail the conflicts between Japan and China that are believed to have set off what eventually led to the First World War.
Whose side was he on?
Oh, he was firmly on the side of the Chinese.
Oh, okay.
He took one look at Japan and said, I really like your artwork, but I do not agree with your political agenda. And he said, I'm going to side with the Chinese.
You know what your father sounds like? Sounds like a guy that could capture some love.
Well, I mean, we don't like to talk about it because I was back home, of course, on the knee of my nanny for, me and my mother. We didn't speak much, but I was on the knee of my nanny. But while that was happening, my father did get kidnapped while fighting. Was fighting because he made a fake aeroplane, and people would approach him and say, what are you doing? And he says, oh, this is going to happen. And they would say, what? What's going to happen? Boxes sitting on the ground? Is that going to be some form of warfare? And he said, look, there are a couple of gentlemen from one of the Carolinas, and they're planning something, and I tell you what, it's going to be real big. And
I find that the gentlemen from the Carolinas are always pretty big.
Strange-shaven gentleman, I've heard that you're right.
I know I'm right.
Oh, you are? Oh.
I've done surveys.
You've done some surveys?
I've done surveys, and I've said, how big did you say you were, and where are you from?
Okay, well,
I'm
go
sorry.
around.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I'd like to take the survey. I am from one of the posh places that I feel like the three of you... how about the three of you take a guess as to which posh place I'm from, and then I will tell you.
Hornytown.
All right. Well, we've got one in for Hornytown.
Rotherham.
Rotherham?
Kent.
Oh, wouldn't you know it was Cornwall? What I believe is a reasonable place for someone with my accent to be from. Especially considering certain aspects about myself. I am from Cornwall.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I just ask, how old are you?
How old am I? Well, it's a difficult question to answer, isn't it? Isn't it all? In the final fight, in a certain conflict that I was in, I don't know, we like to call it, the Great War. In the final fight that I was in, I was shot down. And as my plane was coming into land, because I couldn't quite make it to safety, as my plane was coming into land, it actually landed in an ancient cave. And when I fell into that cave, there was a spider with an amulet, And he looked me in the eye and he said, "You're going to live forever, Dickey." And I said, "What? This is quite a silly predicament, isn't it?" And then he just handed me the amulet, and I don't think I've changed much since, but I am roughly nearing probably 100 years old. I'm probably more than that. You stop keeping count. I don't even really remember the year that I was born in.
So you've discovered the secret to immortality then?
Yes, it's be a pilot, fighting in a battle, be shot down, be unable to exit your aeroplane in safety, fall into a cave with an ancient spider. I believe his name was Anansi, and he...
Sorry, what was that?
What was his name? Anansi?
Anansi.
Oh, dear. I've had some experience with that kind of fella.
Okay, well...
And they're too horny.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, no.
I've just realized something. And I would like to say, this spider and I were both of legal age.
Oh, good.
Did he capture your love?
He did not capture my love. He did, however, capture my ability to shuffle off this mortal coil.
Do you ever miss it, the ability to die? Have you ever thought, I wish I were dead right now?
I will tell you this. When my wife died, it was a sad day. Because I was not fond of her.
Why not?
Well, it was the 30s when she died, so...
Why was it a sad day then?
I just felt like I should be, you know what I mean? It's like when an old family relative that you didn't really care for dies, but you're like, oh, everyone's sad, I should be sad.
So
this is a time that you should be sad.
You're saying you didn't really know your wife?
No, I mean, I knew her, I just didn't care for her.
She
was always going on and on about, rights.
You sound like you would have been someone who was much happier if they had met someone through a certain website called capturedlove.com, if only such a thing existed.
Why don't you tell me about it?
Oh, so I'm going to pitch an idea to you, and you tell me if it sounds wonderful.
Oh, hold on. By the way, my size. I did tell you I was from Cornwall. I am 2.8 meters tall.
2.8.
And let me say, I have no reasonable clue what that means. I don't know much about maths. So,
That's pretty tall.
Yeah, that's pretty tall.
Yes, I am.
I can see Stinky Kinky's getting
but we can all tell that is a height that is reasonable for a grown man to be.
I thought you
Is
were...
it not? Is it not?
No, very much not so. Roughly twice that of a normal man.
Oh, the funny thing is, I did my math incorrectly. I'm about 1.
You look about 1.9 to me, 1.9 meters.
1.9 is
quite tall,
good,
quite tall, but reasonable.
Reasonable. Good.
Reasonable.
Good. See, I'm so bad at math. I'm so very bad at math that I was unsure. So now go on, please. Inform me about your webbing site.
Yeah, so... Okay, so I'm going
that is quite tall. I don't know what this contraption in front of me is, but it's alerting me that I am not, by any means, 9.18635 imperial feet.
So I'm going to pitch an idea to you. So say there was a service.
All right.
A
service, as I served in the Great War.
Yeah. So you would fill out a form with some details about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like the things you enjoy, where you're from.
Okay, I enjoy flying. I enjoy listening to the opera.
I'm sure there's many people that would feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
I enjoy not much caring for most people.
Okay.
Oh, why that?
I just, I'm from a very noble family. I don't enjoy it when the lowlies come banging around.
I think you should lighten up and just start loving people more.
You know what? I think that's a good idea. You know what? I'm going to change one of those interests to liking people.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of kinky trapped inside your Stinky, and you're just a big horny ball waiting to explode.
Maybe that's true.
I have realised something. Stinky Kinky, you haven't tested whether Dickey over here is more kinky than you or not.
Yeah, did you test?
Well, I thought he was about as horny as me. I thought that's a bit of an anomaly on the radar, but. You're a lot taller than I imagined, so in terms of horny per square inch, you're a bit lower than me.
See, I was under the impression that it would work similarly to midichlorians. The more cells that I had, the hornier I would be able to be.
Well, that's true, but I mean, it's percentage-wise. Like,
that's a good point.
If I'm a tiny little person, and my chest is fully horny, fully.
How does your
fully
chest
horny.
feel horny exactly, Stinky Kinky?
Well, if your entire chest just burns when you see something phallic or like a hole.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, like a hole, like a cave that you could fall into and meet an ancient spider.
Falling into a hole
Yeah,
that's very horny.
Dickey,
You know
when
what?
you fell into that hole, did you get horny?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm horny anytime I'm flying, dear boy.
Ah.
See, I can tell that because you got a stick between your legs.
So since you'd fallen out of the plane, you were probably losing horniness as you entered this hole.
No, I was not. No,
Oh.
the plane fell into the hole.
I imagine it was spinning around like a propeller, and that's
Oh,
what
it was.
slowed your fall.
Oh, it was. It was very much doing it, and I was like, oh no, this is terrible.
I'm familiar with that. I have a bit in my book.
Oh.
A book about that. There's a chapter that looks at some case studies where people have tried to gone bungee jumping, but they're so horny about the danger that they just start spinning. They start spinning and they suspend themselves in the air, and then they don't get
I
any
would
fun
like to
out of
suspend
it
myself,
because
yes.
they're falling far too slowly to have a good bungee jump.
I know what you mean. I know just what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Gentlemen, it has come to my attention that I need to adjourn to the gentleman's room.
Oh, but sorry, can I continue my pitch to you first to find out if this is something you're interested in?
Sure.
Okay, so what kind of women are you into, Dickey?
I like my women like I like my coffee.
Please elaborate.
Black with a little sugar.
Oh well, that's quite progressive for where you're from.
I'm sure there's many people that could agree with you.
Oh well, I'm fine with people of different races. Just I don't like the poor.
I have a similar motto that that I follow that I think is much better than yours.
Oh
that?
well, lay it on me.
I like my women like I like my ideal parents in love with me.
And you know,
that's quite nice.
You know where you could ensure they were in love with you? CapturedLove.com. So, Dickey, so imagine a place where you could say, this is the kind of women I'm into, this is the things I like to do, and you would get matched with women that were like, I'm the same. We feel perfect for each other. And you could guarantee 100% success rate that you would fall in love with this woman.
I say that sounds fantastic. I am going to run to the resting room, and whilst I'm there, I'm going to sign up, dear boy.
Excellent.
All right. Fantastic.
It's lovely to meet you, Dickey.
Well, as I leave, I do hope that there's some sort of song that we could throw to.
Thank you, Dickey.
I almost feel as if it might be called Feel Good Inc. by the Gorillaz.
It could be, yeah. It's not playing though.
Windmill for the land, I'm forever hand in hand. Take it all out on your stride, it is taking falling down. Love forever, love is freely turn forever, you and me. Windmill for the land, is everybody in.
Laughing gas, these hazmats, fast cats, lining them up like ass crack. Play these ponies at the track, it's my chocolate attack. Shoot, I'm stepping in harder this year. Yeah, bear repping in harder this year. Watch me as I gravitate. Ha 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 ha. Yo, we gon' ghost town, this Motown with your sound. You in the blink your sound, you kill it. So don't stop, get it, until you chat ahead and watch the way I navigate.
All right, everybody, and I am back.
Why is the song playing?
Is the song playing?
There's a song playing, Ben.
Again? Okay, well, I'll tell you this, Stinky Kinky. I appreciate you, unlike Jordan earlier in the show, actually telling me.
That's fine.
Because my headphones...
Again, I thought it was on purpose. I thought it was your theme tune.
Yes, I'm sorry, Jordan. It's just...
No,
my headphones don't work for some reason, so I couldn't hear the song. I'm sorry. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at either of you all. I am, however, still a little bit mad at you. Although I looked at the website... And here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking for the rest of the show.
How many matches did you get already?
I haven't signed up. So I'm thinking for the...
You promised me.
I told you I would look at it. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go through it, and you ask us all of the questions that are on the application for the matching process. And Jordan says what he put when he was researching, and Stinky Kinky says what he put, and then I'll say what I would put. Okay. And then after that, I will tell you whether or not I will sign up for the service.
I can see you've got the website open now on one of the computers. Why are most of the profiles just pictures of your face?
On?
I mean, they're just you. It just looks like you've just given yourself a bunch of fake names.
No. Okay, so...
Do you just have a lot of identical twin brothers?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
I'm actually from a family with 30.
Oh, okay.
My mother gave birth to, like, the most people.
Oh, that's interesting.
From one birth. So I have 30... twins, whatever the word for that would be.
I smell a horny rat here. I don't believe you.
I believe him. I don't know. I don't think he's a very trustworthy person, but I believe him.
I think you've made a load of profiles just so you can kidnap a lot of women to yourself.
How dare you?
A man who has 30 twins has got to be trustworthy.
I mean, he's done nothing to imply so far that he's not monogamous. What are you basing this?
Well, I just think he's trying to hoard all the horny.
No.
Hey, don't hoard all that horny.
Very much monogamous.
Don't hoard all that horny.
I do not hoard all that.
There needs to be horny for everybody.
Hey.
Not everybody can have as much horny as I do.
Yeah.
Guys, here is the picture.
Horniness.
What if Ben needs some horny?
Yeah, what if I need some horny and you're taking it up?
I'm not taking it
If you're
up.
hoarding the horny, there can be no horny hoard.
There's months where there's no horny,
Stinky,
where they've not fallen in love
Kinky,
yet,
calm down.
and you are wasting that
I
horny.
think we needed to call the producers of the show hoarders to come in here and deal with all this hoarding of horniness.
Let's call the horny police.
Call the horny police.
Everyone calm down.
I'm going to get on the horn with the horny police in a couple gosh dang seconds.
You're really blowing this out of pocket. Look, here is the picture from my family reunion at Christmas. These are my 30 brothers and sisters.
Okay. I'm convinced. Stinky Kinky?
I think there's far too many mirrors in that room.
That's true. There are a lot. There are a lot of mirrors.
Just because I live in a traveling circus doesn't mean
lot of-
And a lot of your twins seem to be stood directly behind you in the line of view of the mirror.
And
Facing away from the camera.
The amount of mirrors that there are, like, they would make a vampire self-conscious.
And why are there so many women around?
Yeah, because we... What?
There's a lot of like women with each
Yeah, you can
version of
see their little eyes peeping out from between the mirrors.
Yeah, those are my other sisters that weren't
Well, they don't look much like you.
Same
Yeah, they
birth,
look-
so
they look
don't
nothing like you.
exactly
Several
like
of them are of different races.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they're all in.
my mum's allowed to remarry.
Okay. I mean, okay, that's a good point. I don't know. I feel like we're getting off topic.
Sorry, I just smelled a horny rat,
You know what? And Stinky Kinky, I appreciate it.
and I thought I'd point it out.
Stinky Kinky, I would love it if the two of us could make a detective agency.
Thank you.
Stinky and Ben, or Ben and Stinky. I think Ben and Stinky sound.
Ben and
What about
Stinky,
Ben, Stinky,
the
and
horniest
Jamie?
boys on the force.
No, because I don't. The horniest boys on the force. High five near the mic. It probably didn't get picked up.
No, that sounded very good.
Oh, it did? Great.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I think we'd be a great four-man detective team.
Okay,
Ben,
well-
Stinky, Jamie, and Jordan.
Okay, I will do the four-man detective thing, but our first case, and I think we know what it is.
BJJS.
What?
Ben, Jordan. Jamie,
Oh, okay.
Stinky.
I thought you were saying what our first case was. Our first case, as we know, is to solve the case of the missing horniest girl in town.
Yeah.
Because we got to look out for our boy Stinky.
I really appreciate you guys.
It started off very antagonistic, this show, and it's coming together in the last couple minutes.
I really appreciate it, because sometimes I just wish that I see a lot of girls, and together they make a lot of horny.
Yep.
Like there's hundreds of horny little...
Nope.
I meant little bits of horny.
Excuse me, Anansi, could you please get out?
No, there
I
are
know what you
hundreds
meant.
of little bits of
I
horny,
gotcha.
little pieces that I try to put together in a big jigsaw of love.
It would be great.
But I just wish that I had a normal picture, not a jigsaw.
It would be great if people could Voltron their horniness.
That would be good. Stinky.
Yeah?
I apologize if this wasn't okay with you, but during the course of the show, I did make a new profile for you on capturedlove.com.
Well, that's what we're about to do. We're about to answer the questions.
No, but I
first.
did just actually create a profile form, and I found a woman that looks like she could be the horniest girl
Okay.
in town.
Let me have a look at a picture.
What's her
Here you go.
username?
It's H0RNY_G1RL.
Oh, that's pretty horny.
Yeah. Okay. And what does she have in her profile?
It's just a picture of her, and she's looking very horny.
Ooh.
And it says there's that her real name is Pinky
Blungo.
Pinky Blungo, the horniest girl in town.
Whoa, guys! I think we did it.
What?
I think we did it. I think we just solved our first case.
Yeah, boys.
Okay.
What do we do now?
I'm gonna put my Kinky in her Stinky.
So I will match you two, and one of you can capture
No,
another.
I'm doing this the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna leave this room now, and I'm gonna run, and I'm not gonna stop running until I found the woman of my dreams.
Okay, I do think you should know where she is, though.
She is 15 miles away.
That's fine. I can run that far.
Is that
That's
technically
he
in
is
town?
in very good shape. I think that is in town, yeah.
I'll just
Okay.
follow my horny senses. Goodbye, everybody, and thanks for all the help. Have
Bye.
free copies of my book.
Oh, thanks, Stinky.
Cheers.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
It's no problem.
Bye,
What's wrong?
Stinky.
Bye.
You know, he does always
I'm really
say,
happy for Stinky.
he has that common catchphrase. I'm sorry, Jamie, to interrupt you, but
No, it's
he
not
just
at
has
all.
that common catchphrase of my horny senses are tingling,
He does.
and he just knows what's coming.
I'm really going to miss Stinky Kinky, the kinkiest boy in town, when he eventually becomes a singularity, a horny singularity with I can't remember her name.
Horny girl.
Pinky.
Oh, Pinky Blungo.
Pinky Blungo, yeah.
Pinky Blungo. So I guess we only got about 2 minutes left.
So do you want to go through a profile?
Yeah, I'll go through a profile. Jordan, would you like to?
Oh, okay.
And
okay,
I'm gonna call up Stinky Kinky. Boop 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 boop. Brr, brr, brr. Hey
Hello?
buddy. Hey buddy. It's just we got a little bit more to the show left, and we were thinking we would go through our profiles. And I know that you've found love, but
That's fine. I'm just running down the road, so all this talk is I run.
okay. So let's.
Oh, thank
let's-
God. I thought you were doing something else.
Oh, I thought he was acting on that horniest boy in the world.
I'm
He's
not
improving.
that fast. I'm horny, but I'm not speedy.
Okay, so let's get the first question out.
Okay.
We only got 2 minutes. We got to do rapid fire.
Okay, so describe your ideal partner.
Literally nothing. I have no preferences.
Okay.
I mean, woman alive, appropriate age.
This is in terms of looks. This one.
Oh, no preferences then. If I've checked my age range and women, then I'm good.
Okay.
I just think you should check the horniness.
There is a horniness spot. Like
Oh, okay.
scale,
Okay, so put
from 1 to 10,
what scale would you put it in?
From 1 to really horny. From 1 to stinky kinky.
And you would put it on
For
Stinky
you,
Kinky?
Stinky Kinky, I'm going to change the 10 to just say Stinky Kinky.
Ooh,
Thank
nice.
you.
Jordan, what about you?
Oh, I don't really have preferences.
Okay.
You just have to look constantly angry.
Okay, constantly angry.
Constantly.
angry. Okay, that's
Okay.
good. Okay, next question.
Personality-wise, what's your ideal?
Angry, just very, very, very mad.
Yeah, we're learning some things like
Yeah,
that.
we're learning some things about Jordan. No preference.
No preference. You are very just... You will take anyone, won't you, Ben?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what we're learning about me.
Okay. Stinky Kinky?
Oh, I just think that you should go with the girl that feels right for you.
That's lovely.
Okay, and I think we got time for one more question.
Okay. Are you okay with being kidnapped or kidnapping? It's just a tick box.
No.
Yeah, I put that I wasn't okay with either. So
Right. So
that might be
Stinky
why. I didn't
Kinky?
get
I'm
matches.
sorry, I'm going to have to cut you off because I've just got up to a door. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Stinky Kinky. Good luck.
I'm about to
Good
make
luck,
myself
Stinky
a very
Kinky.
happy, horny boy.
Bye, Stinky Kinky.
Bye.
He ran 15 miles.
He
very
ran
fast.
real fast.
Oh, it'd be so nice if we could hear what was happening there, but
It would
we,
be.
we can't.
It
Right,
would be.
that-
Well, I think I could call him again, but
yeah.
it is time to get going. So, despite the technical issues happening multiple times, I will say I think this was a fun episode of Chuckle Knuckles. Really put me in a better mood. Some sad stuff's been happening just in the world lately, and I'm feeling a little bit
It's a
better.
shame you didn't get to meet Dickey Kensington. He was a fun guy.
I have no clue who that is. I'm sure I'll learn it.
I'll tell you about it after the show.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah, sure.
Jamie. Thanks, Jordan. So, wherever he is, thank you, Stinky Kinky. And then thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, listeners. This is Roses by
But
Outkast.
first, remember,
Nope.
it's captainslove.com.
Don't.
You will find love there.